Not good. Yeah, they outplayed us, and yeah, we didn't do very much good out there. It starts with myself too. I think I've made a hockey play in like a few weeks now, and yeah, I didn't do anything, and it trickled down. There wasn't enough compete, and yeah, that's yeah, I don't know what the word for it is, but yeah, it's not good.
Can you pinpoint the defensive breakdowns in the second period at all? Where did those kind of start and end?
Well, there's a bunch of different things. Just bad reads and being harder in front of our net. We're obviously too soft, and those battles are important. We got to win those battles in front of the net and make it a hard place to play, and we didn't clearly do that well enough.
You've talked about this being, one of the toughest stretches of your career just to deal with mentally. Like, what's the challenge for you and the guys to kind of grind through this here?
Yeah, I don't really know what to say. It's
Have you been through stretches like that in your career personally, and if so, like, how have you found a way to dig out of those?
Yeah, unfortunately, I've been on some bad teams, and yeah, it's definitely easier. I think, obviously, at this point in my career, I thought I'd be in better situations, and yeah, I wish I could pinpoint it. I know, self-reflecting wise, there's been plenty of opportunities for myself to be better, make better decisions, and just haven't. And yeah, just disappointed in myself, and other guys are as well. So it's I don't much else to say. So.
Svech, unfortunately, loss again tonight. What do you think about this one for your team overall?
It sucks. That's it.
The jump seemed like you guys had a good jump to start, but then obviously they get 3 goals in the second period. Did you feel like there was a big difference in the way that you were playing from the first to the second period?
I can tell you exactly what's happened. We just could probably score before they score these goals and get a lead, but we've been chasing again, and it's really tough when you're chasing every game. I think it's like we're trying to chase all the time, and it's a little bit frustrating for us. Yeah.
What happened with Strome behind the net in the end of the second period?
It's like it's emotions, it's a hockey, not figure skating, and he jumped on me, I jump on him, and it's happened fast, and it is what it is. So, yeah.
How are you feeling overall about your game, the way you're playing, and what do you want to accomplish here down the rest of the regular season?
Probably for me, for the whole team, we gotta demand more from ourselves, and I don't know, I watched the video of the game, but I don't think that it was a good game for the whole team. So all what we can do is play next game and be better tomorrow. So let's focus on that and let's try to be better.
Yeah, I thought a little bit of our issue. It's been our issue for a while, and we're a little bit stubborn in correcting it as we're diving down a little bit. We're losing our layer, like we talked about this morning, talked about in the St. Louis game, and maybe didn't rear its ugly head as much as the St. Louis game, but it still cost us. And with our back end the way it is right now, being young and a little bit inexperienced, we're not helping them with those layers, and those were 2 goals that we kind of self-inflicted, and then we were just soft in front of our net. We were the whole game. Way too easy to play against in our own zone, and we spent way too much time in our own zone, I think, because we didn't play pretty soft back there, and that's sort of unacceptable and something we have to be better at. But the same token, our forwards have to help our D out, and we were again stubborn at different times, where we're losing that layer. And I think a lot of that sort of stems from we haven't scored a lot, so I think we're pushing the envelope and trying to create when there's we're kind of out of whack, out of flow a little bit, where we're pushing to try to get something going, and it's hurting us on the other side.
Bruno, you can always go through the X's and the O's with a team that's struggling, but how do you manage the room just as a coach in general with the guys that know that they're struggling as well?
Yeah, it's challenging. It's been a challenging year. It just hasn't really. You kind of hoped, like we talked about this, that you'd kind of get a little better feeling and kind of build off of it, and we keep slipping. We get one, and you win 4 in a row, feeling pretty good about your game, and it's almost like this group we don't see the little bit of danger, and the next thing you know, we're back to ground zero again, and we're able to get any traction on an identity and on doing things a certain way, and when we do, sometimes I feel like we're okay, and then we're right back to where we started, and we're back to where we started again right now. I think we got 3 goals in the last 4 games. None of them really, I thought maybe the in Anaheim game looked a little bit like us. The last, some haven't really. So we have to find it. It's challenging. We got a lot of guys that haven't been in this situation with our veteran guys for a while. I think mentally it's a drain. It's hard. But they're going to be here a long time, or they have a long time on their contracts, and I think for them it's important that they're supposed to be our leaders. They have to set an example going a certain way, so our young guys see that one, we never want to be here again, but when we are here, we have to handle ourselves with a little bit more professionalism than we are right now.
You've talked about that challenge of going where the savings are. It can be a grind coming down the stretch. Has it been more of a challenge for your group than you thought kind of heading into this?
Yeah, like I said, I knew it'd be difficult. Like the expectations were so big, and the finish line's around the corner, and it's hard, and I feel for the players. It's not a fun time of year to be playing when you have nothing to play for, and you can kind of get up for a few games where you're playing a team and you kind of motivate it, but it's really hard, and especially I haven't done it for a while. And in saying that, that's not really an excuse not to find a little bit of energy and a little bit to finish, especially at home, to finish things off. Everybody here has a little something to play for. We have guys that aren't having good years, older and younger, that these games are kind of what you go home in the summer with. And as our group, these games down the stretch is what you take home and how you're going to build. And we got guys that are fighting for their lives, their NHL lives. They have great opportunity. So we should have that energy. And, I think we're caught in between where, we're maybe not energetic and we're not grasping the moment. So you knew it was going to be a challenge. I know it's going to be a challenge. We just got to find a way to find a little bit of joy in what we're doing. And, I think if we can do that through this stretch and find a piece of our identity, I know it's too late in the season to find exactly who we are, but just a little piece is kind of all I'm asking for, begging for from our group.